Hello and welcome back to my channel YouTECH Leader. Today I am going to share with you few essential things about leadership and also share some real life experiences I have had working with some great leaders. These leaders work behind the curtains. They never come in front, but they shape the future of millions. In fact, I have been fortunate enough to work with few of them. However much I tell you about them, even if I make thousands of hours of videos for them, I have seen so many great things about these leaders that even 1,000 hours of video will not be enough. In fact, whatever little leadership skills I demonstrate or practice, I have learned all of them from them. For reasons obvious, I cannot take their names in these videos, but these videos are a mark of respect for them. As I cannot take their names, but still, if they are watching these videos or if they will watch these videos anytime in future, they will know that I am talking about them, and please accept all my respect for you kind gentlemen who have shaped my future, my doings, my everything. So, having said that, let me narrate one of the real life experience which is life changing for me with all of you. I was having this meeting with a very senior executive, review meeting basically with this very senior executive of the company I used to work for, and the meeting was not going well. The senior executive was grilling me from every angle. He was like ripping me apart. There were other 20 people sitting in the room, some seniors, some juniors, and as it so happens, when someone senior is speaking, you generally tend to nod along. Such was the case here. All of them were nodding along, and it was very humiliating. Actually, whatever facts, figures, challenges, ground realities I tried to present, the senior executive was in no mood to listen at all, and he wanted the report to be green then and there. For those of you who are not from the IT industry, let me quickly take a minute and explain to you what do I mean by green status. In our industry, every report, almost every report that we publish comes with three statuses: red, amber, green. Red means we are in danger zone, amber means we are not doing good at all, green means we are okay sort of, no questions asked. So the report I presented there was amber, and the reasons I gave behind that report being amber were not accepted. I was ripped apart. Before the ending of the meeting, the senior executive clearly said he wants to do another round of review with me day after tomorrow, so I better turn that report into green by then. So I realized corporate world has very low level of tolerance and patience. As I walked out of the meeting room, I actually took up that challenge that I would somehow turn this report into green within the next day or so. But one day passed, the next day was the meeting, and that day arrived. There was no sign of that amber report turning into green because things were beyond my control. On the day of the meeting, that morning, I received a call from my super boss. Super boss is my boss's boss. We were having a nice conversation on various other things, and all of a sudden, the call took a wrong turn, and he asked me a question which I was not able to answer properly, and he started grilling me. He put his foot down, he started firing like anything. He put my face on the ground, he just rubbed dirt on my face. He did not stop until 15 minutes of continuous firing. By then, I realized this is my last day in this company. Another meeting is coming up in a couple of hours, and I am about to get grilled. And after that, I will be labeled as a non-performer, and I will be thrown out of the company within the next couple of weeks. As it so happens that whenever you are pressurized or you are in a troubled situation, your EMIs, your loans flash in front of eyes. So it did in front of me, and along with that came the faces of all my family members, because I was the single earning member of my family. I realized I had nowhere to turn to for help. But it was about half an hour before the start of the review meeting. My phone started ringing again, and the number flashing was of my super boss again. I realized this is it. So I am going out now. So I picked up the call, and I heard only 2 or 3 sentences in that conversation, in that phone call, before he kept down the phone. He said, "Don't go into that meeting alone. I'll be 10 minutes late, but wait for me. I will take you along with me in that meeting." I wondered what that meant. So I sat there waiting. After 10 minutes, he came, he took me into the meeting. He sat just beside me in the meeting. He started by explaining that my team has faltered in certain areas, and that is why you see this amber report instead of green. And these are the challenges, these are the ground realities, these are the facts, these are the figures. This is why the report is amber, and these are the things we are going to do within the next few days to turn this amber report into green. No one spoke, no one uttered a single word, and even the senior executive started nodding his head. He spoke for 15 minutes, that is my super boss. He spoke for 15 to 20 minutes. Everybody got convinced that it is possible, but it will take a bit of time. Before the end of the meeting, the senior executive stood up, said, "I understand, take your time to fix this, and if you need any help from me, just give me a call." I suddenly realized what had happened. I had no clue as to why this happened. The same guy who put my face down on dirt on the same day morning came up to me and protected me like a father protects his son. I don't know what he saw in me, or probably he wanted to give me another opportunity. So this is the act of a true leader. He not only showed me the reality, he not only actually told me that I am not working to my full potential, but also protected me as a father. So, taking the story along, the next 4 weeks I worked very hard, turned that amber report into the green, and in the next review meeting, I again walked into the meeting room along with my boss. This time my super boss actually, sat far away from me, somewhere in the back seat, and as I turned on the projector with the first slide showing the status as green, I saw some movement in the back side of the room, and I suddenly saw my super boss standing up and started clapping his hands. All of the people present in the room were startled. They also stood up because the senior guy stood up and started clapping his hands, so they also started clapping. And slowly my boss explained to them what trouble for the entire 4 weeks I had taken to turn this amber report into green. Everybody was impressed. That's why he said I was clapping, because I couldn't stop myself from clapping. Then at that point of time, I couldn't realize and I couldn't relate all these three things that are extremely important in this entire story. Years later, I realized that my super boss did something which every great leader does. 3 things are what? Number 1, he showed me the reality. He showed me the mirror of reality that I could do much, much better. He didn't do any sweet talks with me. Leadership is not always about sweet talks. You need to be brutal at times with people around you to make them realize their true potential. That's what he did to me. Second thing, he protected me like a father until I realized my full potential, until I was working in my full potential. Third thing, when I realized my potential, he exposed me to the world and he generously praised me in front of everybody so that they know I am capable of doing things. He took no credit for anything whatsoever. This is called true leadership, and this is what generates respect for true leaders. It's unfortunate I cannot name that gentleman in this video, but thank you, sir, for all your guidance and learnings that you have given me in my life. And I hope wherever you are, stay well and keep shaping the future of millions of others that might be around you. So thank you for watching today's video. If you like this video and want to watch or see similar videos, please do subscribe to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever I publish the next video. Stay well and practice